Tottenham fans. Tottenham are finally back in the Champions League and it feels good. Even though last season was a very, very poor season in the league, we managed to win the Europa League and get into this competition. I cannot wait to hear the Champions League music play at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in front of all of our fans, and it's great to be back, to be honest. A lot of people said we don't deserve to be in the Champions League because we finished 17th, but we're going to show them why we should be there on Tuesday when we smash Villarreal. It's going to be a great game, great atmosphere. Spurs are going to come firing, and I just think we're going to get that victory over the line and get our first 3 points in the Champions League to prove everyone wrong once again. Now, what are we going to be doing in this game? Are we going to be putting our best 11 out? Are we going to rotate? Is Frank going to rotate the players? Is he going to give rests? What's he going to do? Because remember, we have a bigger squad now. We can rotate. Frank's been rotating, to be honest, throughout the season. He's changed it at Burnley, changed it at Man City, then reverted back to a different system against Bournemouth. Then he's changed it again against West Ham. So Frank is very, very unpredictable, which is really good to see. But one thing I do want to see is Xavi in the 10. He played okay out on the left. He wasn't like a world beater or anything like that against West Ham. He played very well. You could see he's got a lot of talent. But I just would love to see him playing in that 10 role where he can be more effective. Hopefully Frank does this. It did take him off early against West Ham. He took him off, I think, around the 70th minute. So he has had time to rest. And hopefully Xavi can play in the 10 and it'll be all good. Now, if Xavi did play in the 10, who's going to play on the left? I have a feeling it'll probably be Odegaard. There's a lot of players that can come in that haven't played much football at the moment. Odegaard can come in on that left-hand side, which I think will be a good decision. Either Odegaard or Tell, but Tell played against West Ham, so I'm going for Odegaard. He may even play Johnson yet. We'll have to see. Up front, I think Richarlison will get his place back. But is Kudus going to play on the right? Yeah, I think Kudus will play on the right. But there's another thing I want to talk about. Why is nobody talking about MUANI? Like, we spoke about Kudus, how good he is. Everyone was excited about Xavi Simons. There are even debates going on about Paulinho, but there's not much talk about MUANI. Not much excitement about him. Not much talk at all about him. Like, literally, because he didn't come on at all against West Ham, there was actually nothing to say. This guy is a fantastic player. He really is, honestly. He's a top player. The 22-23 season, he was playing for Eintracht Frankfurt, and he scored, I think it was 15 goals and got 11 assists. That's insane. And he's a skillful, fast, strong, good in the air. He loves taking on players. He will create space for others. He's just going to be a menace for us if he plays. If he plays instead of Richarlison, that'd be absolutely brilliant. But I think Richarlison's going to start and MUANI's going to get minutes tomorrow. I really think that's going to happen. But why is people sleeping on MUANI? Like, there's not much talk about him at all. And I just wanted to give him some airtime because he's going to be somebody that's going to surprise a lot of people. He's probably going to be making more of an impact than any of our signings this season. And he's the one that's least spoke about. It's very, very strange. But he is going to make an impact for us, and he is going to, I believe he will become our number one choice in the number 9 role. I think he'll take Richarlison Solanke's place and he will be our first choice. Even though he's a lone player, I just think he's that good. He's got pace. Like I said, he likes taking on the man. He can win balls in the air. He can hold it up. He looks gangly and skinny like, but he's really strong as well. A bit like Papa Sarr, how strong Papa Sarr is. And he's going to surprise a few people, I think. So hopefully he might even start out on the right. And like I said, it's very hard to predict the lineup. He might start out on the right-hand side with Richarlison through the middle with a Odegaard on the left and have a Xavi in the 10. Still good, because Kudus played a couple of days ago against West Ham. They might want to give him a bit of a rest. They may even put Kudus in the 10 and Xavi out on the left. There's so many options that we've got now going forward. It's absolutely brilliant. Solanke will be back soon as well, and in a couple of months' time, Kulusevski will come back, and then further down the line, we've still got Maddison as well. Even Bergvall can play in that 10 role as well, which we saw against West Ham, playing in between the lines, and he did a very, very good job. So even Sarr plays in the 10. We've got so much attacking options now. If Frank has really solidified us at the back, so if he can start doing the same going forward, we're going to be a deadly team. We are going to be a very, very hard team to beat and a very, very hard team to stop scoring as well. If Frank can get best of both ends, that would be absolutely brilliant. I think the midfield trio, if it is Xavi in the 10, I think it's probably going to be Bentancur and Paulinho again, just to give us that solidity at the back to start off with. Papa Sarr has been playing every single game for his country, and he played against West Ham. So I think maybe Papa Sarr may be the one that comes out to get a bit of a rest, and then we can play him against Brighton at the weekend. I think it'd be Bentancur, Paulinho and Xavi in there, which would be a good midfield in my opinion. Very solid, bit of flair in there too, a lot of hard work in there. That might be okay. At the back, I think Jed Spence might get a bit of a rest, and your doggy will come in. I think, so like people don't look at it like Jed Spence has been dropped. I think he's going to rotate Jed Spence with your doggy. I think Romero and Van de Ven are going to keep their places. I think he took Van de Ven off early, about 70th minute as well. Danso might even get a chance to play. He may even come in for a Van de Ven. We don't know yet. Porro may still play as well. We're still overlooking players like Archie Gray might even get some minutes in the second half maybe. And I think Kinksky won't start. I think Vicario will start this. He's one of the leaders in the team and it's a first Champions League game at home. So I'm going for Vicario in the goal. We've got players that used to play for Spurs. Joan Foyth is going to be centre-back for Villarreal if he gets picked. I liked Joan Foyth when he was at Spurs, but he didn't really get much of a chance. There's another player that used to play in the Premier League, Thomas Partey. Yeah, we all know Thomas Partey. We know about all the allegations about him as well. So hopefully he gets a lot of booing tomorrow. I hope he gets a lot of booing, and not just because he plays for Arsenal. He needs to be booed off the pitch. He really does. And less said of him, the better, in my opinion. So it's going to be brilliant to be seeing Spurs in the Champions League again. And I honestly do believe we've got a very, very good chance of qualifying into the last 16. I really do. The 8 fixtures we have are not impossible. PSG is definitely the hardest one we've got. But we've already shown that we can compete with them. But it is PSG away and it's going to be a very, very difficult match. But let's say we lost that. We have the potential to be able to win the other 7. And it's not disrespecting the other teams that we're playing. Remember when we got told you won't play teams like Bodo Glimt and Frankfurt in the Champions League? Well, we're playing Frankfurt and Bodo Glimt in the Champions League. So hold that, and Spurs are playing. And we've got so much chance. I just think the chance we have of getting through to the last 16. And if you do get to the last 16... there's every chance you could get lucky or just play the game of your lives and get through to the quarterfinals. And once you're in the quarterfinals, anything can happen in my opinion. Look at us that year when we got to the final. How much luck did we have going all the way through? That Man City game when Sterling scored in the last minute, but it was ruled out offside for VAR and Spurs went on to win. And then against Ajax, scoring in the last actual minute to go through on away goals to get to the final. You know, anything can happen once you get to the knockout stages. So if Spurs can get their way through these group stages, get themselves into a last 16 and try and get into a quarterfinal, then we've proved to the world that us winning the Europa League doesn't mean we don't deserve to be in the Champions League just because we finished 17th. It's going to be a great day. If you're going, let me know in the comments. It's in London, so it's late in London, so just be careful. But it's going to be a great day. I'm going to go for prediction wise. I'm going to go for 3-1 to Spurs. That's what I'm going to go for. I think Villarreal will score a goal. I don't know actually. Our defence is so good. Either 3-1 or 3-0 to Spurs. I think we're gonna have a really good night. We're going to be able to rotate players in as well. We've got quite a strong squad at the moment. Hopefully we keep staying injury free as well, and then we can save some players, save some rest, and then go into the Brighton game and try and get another victory in the Premier League. Let me know in the comments what your predictions are for the game. Let me know if you're going or not. Thank you for watching, and come on you Spurs.